Hi, so here we are. This is the 90% Kickstarter campaign funding song. Rick Jensen, who again is part of the resound worship songwriting community, was the guy who pledged us past 90%, and this was the song that he didn't ask for this song. He asked me to choose a song to share with you and a song story. So this song was written as part of not the 12-song challenge that has just finished, but the one before it that ran through 2020. And the challenge title for that month was to write a story about one of the women in the Bible. Now, Natalie has lots and lots of good books around different women in the Bible, and my aim was to write something about somebody who's quite obscure, somebody who we maybe wouldn't have heard about as much. And then I just woke up one morning, and the story that was on my mind was the story of the widow and the widow's mite. You're probably really familiar with that story, where Jesus is with his disciples and he sees this widow coming to put in her offering, and he asks them to watch. And she puts in a tiny, tiny coin which pales into insignificance compared to the big donations and the big gifts that other people have been giving. But he commends her to his disciples because she gave out of her poverty. She gave everything that she had. Now, that story really struck with me as I started to think about how I could work that into a song. And the song that I'm going to share with you is a song called What Can I Bring? Now, I have come across in my life, I've been in churches with or connected with people through like a degree of Christian separation. People who've gone on to achieve some quite massive things on a world scale in terms of living out their faith. I know a number of people who have set up worldwide missions. The guy who is the son of the man who was my dad's best man has set up an international ministry that has been seeing revival in many countries across the world. And somebody who I was in a youth group with has set up a massive organisation that rescues orphans and girls out of trafficking in a number of countries. And he's regularly on some of the kind of Christian TV channels. And I look at their life and what they've achieved in terms of their Christian life, and I look at my life, and for most of my life I've been an attender, a leader, a worship leader in a local church, in many ways not pulling up any trees, definitely not shaking nations or seeing many, many people respond to Christ. But there have been various checkpoints where I've just kind of questioned that and wondered about whether there should be more. And I've sensed God speaking to me in those occasions and just thanking me for my faithfulness and for what I've done. And so often that can feel like so little. It can feel like so little a sacrifice. It can feel like it's making so little a difference. But I guess how that part of my journey and thinking through this song came together was just that recognition that when we are willing to give God our all, whatever that all is, that's what he delights in. It's not about the amount. It's about us being faithful to that nudge to give him what he's asked. And so I would like to hope and believe that I've done that through my Christian life, that when he's asked me to step out and take things on, even though that's not on a big stage, I've done that, and that has pleased him. So this song comes out of the story of the widow's mite, and it's hopefully something that we can relate to when we think about ourselves looking at others around us and really questioning whether we are achieving what we need to achieve. Just that sense that if we bring what we have, God will use it and God will delight in it. So this song is called What Can I Bring? What can I bring? What is my offering to lay before you now? In my devotion, my gift feels small compared with all that people give. But as I bow in adoration, I bring all I have. It may not seem a lot. I lay it all down and consider the cost of my comfort
For the size of what I give to others seems so very shameful. You see my heart, that every part is trusting you will meet my needs. God, you are faithful, so I bring all I have. It may not seem a lot, I lay it all down and consider the cost of my comfort, my safety, for that rainy day. I give you my all as my worship today. Lord, through my life, I've been surprised with how you always multiply all that I give you, fueled by faith, able to face tomorrow knowing you supply as you have loved to. So I bring all I have. It may not seem a lot, I lay it all down and consider the cost of my comfort, my safety, for that rainy day. I give you my all as my worship today. And I bring all I have. It may not seem a lot, I lay it all down and consider the cost of my comfort, my safety, for that rainy day. I give you my all as my worship today.
So thank you, Rick Jensen, for your pledge that took the campaign past 90%. And that song has also been sponsored on the album by Zach Roberts. So again, thank you, Zach, for your contribution to the campaign. And I hope when the finished version of that song comes out, it really connects with what the heart was behind the song. So thank you so much. Thank you for all of you who contributed to make the campaign a success. We're currently in the production phase. I'd set a target of September for when the album should be out with people. I think we can still reach that. We have made really good progress with the initial demos, and Matt had the drummer in last week, starting to lay some of those tracks down properly. So I think we're on track, but I will keep people updated if there's going to be any slip to that. But hopefully Ebenezer is going to be a really good album for you in your own kind of devotions, but also hopefully for some of you in your church as well. So thank you so much. That's me signing off in terms of the Kickstarter campaign, but watch this space in terms of general updates. Thank you again.